ramps. Oh, that was a lot of pieces of conveyor just suddenly went boom there.
Yeah, because I went to pick it up and pressed the wrong button.
Fun with that. Glad it's not me who did that. Somebody might be screaming.
Yeah, not mine. Punch my desk again. The desk has seen a lot of punching.
Is that the solution? Just punch a desk?
Yeah, just punch a desk.
Okay, well, we're going to have to switch the purpose of this thing. Oops. Didn't think the blast radius was that big, but okay.
You have all level 2 underneath.
Okay, and then that's the last one there. Yeah, I need to connect them up. What was that? You!
What's this platform here for?
I used to use it
It was
to
when we
walk
did.
across.
It was like a little crossing point.
Yeah, it was cross.
I literally just went to stand on it and he deleted it.
Shop deliveries, okay. Safety first. Lift with your legs, not your back. Warning, this does not mean you must use literal legs to lift parcels with. You must still use your arms. Oh my god. Aha. Ooh. Instructions. Pull the pin, hold the extinguisher with the nozzle pointing away from you, release the locking mechanism. Look at this! How to use a fire extinguisher. Pull the pin, aim at fire, spray and pray. You don't get paid enough to care. Run away, save yourself. I like that. That's actually truthful.
Yes, Captain Flint, it's all balanced correctly. Yes, Cool Tiger, I know profits are down. Thank you very much for stating the obvious.
Oops.
Yeah.
Profits are down.
Thank you, Paul, for stating the obvious.
I don't know whether you noticed, but profits.
Thank you, Knight, for stating the obvious.
There's a few people making sure you're aware of it now.
I don't know what you want me to do about it currently. I don't have a solution.
You're the genius. Can't expect solutions from you, mate.
Yeah.
Non-inbound. Oh my god, they're all coming down together. It's like this synchronized.
Lol. No, I'll get on one. You get on the other one.
Right. Oh.
Hey! I'm falling off!
Skill issue, mate. I'm in outer space. Way! Come back down.
I'm gonna catch you! I've got you! I've got you!
I'm trusted in you. I'm dead. Mandy K, I think I missed you out 41 months. Thank you, Mandy. Totally forgot to ring. I saw that. I saw that as well. That's all been witnessed, recorded, viewed by lots of people. Puppy is destroying conveyor belt.
Yep.
Oh, what are you doing, mate? Just delete the conveyor belt with Shift F. Because now you're going to have to literally drill all of that scrap.
You don't have to drill it. You just explode it again and then get rid of it.
Let's do that then. I didn't know if we get penalised for it. Yeah, I know you get more if you send full loads, but I didn't know if you get penalised for not sending all the loads on the day that you got them. Well, we're gonna find out, Arjun, if they'll still be that. Wait, what? What on earth? That's freaky. Hover engine. Does that sound?
It's just called jetpack.
Yeah, but it's gonna need a hover engine, surely.
I don't know.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Maggie? Mm-mm.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, Oramos will buy our transport bots. Does that need the bigger ship or not?
If you look at the thumbs up, it says we're sending enough.
Okay. Where are you seeing the thumbs up? Oh, that thing. No. Where are you seeing the thumbs up?
So you've got the shopping cart,
Yeah.
which says 192,
Yeah.
and then the thumbs up next to it in the middle is 192. That means
That's
they basically...
that's a crane hook lifting something. That's not a thumbs up.
Well, from the little screen that I have you on, that's what it looks like.
I mean, I'm just saying that my glasses are okay, and that is definitely a crane lifting a box, not a
Okay,
thumbs
well,
up.
the crane says the same number, which means we're hitting the max target that they can do.
Right, that's what we're delivering.
Yes.
Which makes sense for it to be a crane, doesn't it?
Well, I couldn't see because you're not on my main monitor and you're in a small window.
Okay, okay. Whatever the excuses are, I'm good. Good morning, happy Sunday, how we doing? Some pause this. Oh, I've got another printing pod thing to do. I just started to build, I just put a diffuser there because I want to get some oxygen into this area because I'm going to build upwards towards the ice. And I've just put some motion sensors down on these lights to try and turn them off when we don't need them. Apart from that, not done anything. I don't know whether to print another dupe or not.
Sclove.
Not sure. Got a lot to do today. Hoot, thank you 5 months. Bubs, thank you 62. Stimpy 71. Any bets on who perishes first? I mean, it could be anybody. Let's face it, Digger Dan died because of some mechanics travesty, which can happen anytime. What's this? Oh, whatever. Building lacks resources. Yeah, fine. No research focus found. We need to get some research going. I'm just going to research stuff even if we don't need it yet. Food. Food repurposing. Juicer, grinder, pulverizer, smoker. Oh, smoker sounds good. Airborne critter trap. Animal control. Incubator. Let's get that. Casperlet, thank you 53 months. Yeah, so what I want to do, I want to dig up here and get into this ice biome. I think it's going to become very, very necessary for not just water, but to control the temperature in the... It's not out of control yet at all, but it is starting to get warmer. Like this whole area here is 32 Celsius now. This is not good. And it's only going to get worse. 34 down here, 30 over here. If that gets to the crops, doom. Brocker, thank you very much for tier 3, and thank you for 88 months. 2 fat ladies, as they used to say in bingo terms. Alan Bone, thank you for your sub to Philip. Welcome, Philip. Geysers are your friend for cooling. What kind of geyser? I was reading about an ice cooling solution where you basically move ice into a pool, and that cools the water here, and then you can just use heat pumps to move the heat around. T-Vel, thank you for 110. I guess there's, like anything in this game, there's various solutions. Ice doesn't last long. Yeah, no, but it melts, turns into water, which gives you fresh water, and it cools the water, so then you pump the excess away, and you transfer the heat, or you can bring in like hot salt water, for example. But you just use it as a heat transfer. But I don't know what I'm going to get, so we'll have to see what we get, won't we? Right, that's hopefully generating some stuff. We are going to have to punch through this here, which means dropping that water into there, which means building our little box of tricks again. Little backwash. A cool slosh geyser is the easiest cooling if you have it. We'll see what we get when we get up there. I'm guessing we don't have any invalid building location. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Cannot construct in it. Why not? What's wrong with the placement of that sensor? Needs to be attached to a roof. Does it? What? There's a no wall version then. That sucks. So I'm going to have to get rid of my lovely roof tile. Good to see you had the reverse set to force the salt water off to the left and a long ladder coal zone. Yep. I have learned from my mistakes. Duplicant motion sensor. That way around. There we go. Sacrificed a bit of decor. Room overlay. Farming overlay. Where's the decor overlay? That one. Ah, it's still decent. No automation wire connected. What? Oh, it's not finished it yet. So that light's now off, because that sensor's red. I like that. In fact, we should see that turn on when they come past to fix this one. Whee! You can build a cool loop near the plants to have food. The isolating tile. What's an isolating tile? Oh, I forgot about Mr. Crab. How do we encourage Mr. Crab to go down there? Short of pushing him, which I don't think we can do. Wait, there's something here. What's giving off gas here? There's something giving off gas here. I don't know what it is. Bleach stone. Where's the bleach stone? There's that many things stacked up. I don't see bleach stone though. Oh, there. Bleach stone, okay. I'm gonna need a storage box for that then. Will that still continue to emit? If I put that in a storage box, will that still emit it? Honestly, I really want bigger boxes. Store it in water to stop it gassing off. Well, there'll probably be some water in here shortly, so let's do that. Unreachable. Oh, rip. We'll store the bleach stone in there then. It's going to get buried in water in a minute. Alright, let's have a look at the duplicant situation. Rancher, do we need another rancher? I'm not sure. Suit wearing. Can't do digging errands. Maybe a second chef wouldn't be terrible. Absolute garbage. Arcane, how you doing? Good morning. T-Vel, thank you for 110. Bit of extra farming, research, building. Extra builder's never bad. Decreased cuisine. Not very good chef. Increased food morale bonus. Gains nighttime attribute bonuses. So Harold likes to work at night. They're a bit of a... bit of an How many builders do we really have? Construction 8, 5. See, I've got Hannah down as Builder Hannah, but actually she's a bit of a digger. It's more Digger Hannah than Builder Hannah. Digger Dan's got Construction 3. Let me load that back in. You have plenty of dupes already. Do you think I don't need any Chrome? In which case I'm better off taking a care package, aren't I? If you think that. Digger Dan. He's maxed out on that. He's got good strength. Could boost his tidying. Ooh, hazmat digging. That's a new one. Athletic Imp. See, I would have said Imp is more of a builder. Got 8 in construction, whereas Hannah's got 10 H. Like, Hannah's more of a digger, and Imp's more of a builder. So I think they need to swap roles here. I'm going to put Imp into a building role. We'll have to change his name. You can't change it from here. And then Hannah is definitely more into excavation. She can get hazmat later. Strong Tom. I'm not really sure where we take that. Could go down medicine, get a second doctor going. Tidy of Rome is maxed out on strength. Improved tinkering, +2 to machinery. Okay. Right, so let's swap Athletic Imp and Builder Hannah. How do we get to the... Athletic Imp. So Builder Imp. And Digger Hannah. There we go. Just change roles. Recommend to take a dupe on if you really need to take it, i.e. Mechatronics Engineer. Right. The thing is, am I better off then ignoring this or just taking a care package? So it recycles. Like if I don't want to take spicy tofu care package, 12,000 calories. That's just like a one-off food supply. Salt water. Yeah, okay. Whoa, 11 strength. Flippin' heck. That's a serious mover. Supplier and tidier. That is a very good mover and tidier right there. Like, insane carrying capacity. I reckon they could probably carry, like, nearly a ton. Once we get some skills, it'll be like... Bit of a slow learner. and requires light to sleep, so they've got to manage the light situation, need their own room. It's a bit annoying. Spicy tofu. Don't know about that. I suppose if we're going to get a care package, we want something that, like a seed that we can't get hold of, something we can actually plant and use properly. A dartle egg. Non-hostile creatures who eat dew drips and excrete bleachstone and chlorine gas. That sounds very specialist. A dartle egg. I don't even know what a dew drip is. Crystallized blob of brackine from a dew dripper. So that obviously drops salty water or whatever. They're a pain from the new DLC. Why are they a pain? Because of chlorine gas. Weather updates, I'm sitting in the rain at turn 1, happy boy. From what I could tell on the weather radar, happy boy, the rain should clear at Silverstone just before the start of the race. So I think the track will be wet at the start, but I expect it'll dry up quickly. So they may start on intermediates. I think it'll create a spicy race. Nutrient bar care package, decorating. This is just rubbish. What's boring, Dyson at all? Care package, fried mushroom. If it's a dry race. Nah, Silverstone always delivers. If it's wet, it's spicy, but if it's dry, it still delivers. It's always a good race. And yes, I'm completely biased. but genuinely, just think about the last Silverstone races. They were all good. That's it, legal. Yeah, I think they have to delay the start of the F2, didn't they? Oh, let's just take the fried mushroom. I don't care. Just give me something. Get that cleaned up. Get that put away. Right, how are we getting on over here? Watched from Chapel Corner a couple of years ago. The atmosphere alone always delivers. It's always a spicy race. It's always good. It's such a fast track. It's a good track. It's wide. You get proper racing at Silverstone. You always do. Right, I'm going to drop that through here just as soon as I've got this thing set up and we can get that stuff out the way. Come on, boys, get this built. Oh, that's pressurized that nicely. Made that very breathable. Oh, we put algae on here. $30 tons of... Ooh, 17 tons of coal. That's not good. You know, it might not be a bad shout to have a ladder through here. Just so that we can get people from the storeroom out that way. There's a potential for another bedroom, though. Do the walls first, then get on the ladder. Yeah, I suppose so. There's just too many construction things going on then. Even going up here for? Keep going up here, but I'm not really sure why. They're just trying to get materials. Chilly surroundings. Don't think so. Let's save that before all hell breaks loose. Okay, right. What was it called? Bleachstone. Get rid of that on a reasonable priority. Oh, here it comes. There it comes. Are you prepared for what's going to happen next, Robert? What's going to happen next? Saltwater waterfall. Yeah, it's going to flood into there, and it's going to trap that. There you go. That's got that stuff on it now, so that's not breathing chlorine gas. Wait, why is Knight injured? Moderate wounds. How did he get injured? I wish you could see how that happened. Mafic rock. What on earth is Mafic rock? I think you're right, Serious Carol. That's going to just keep dripping for quite a while, isn't it? Hydrogen gas? That's not great, is it? Get rid of that before we move on. At least if we need salt water, we actually have some, which is nice. Once we start to get some temperature to control going, I want to deal with, like, some of this over here. At least consolidate it in some way. Like, the whole east side of our base is just dominated by slime, polluted water. Like, do we just ignore it because it's too much hassle? I suppose I should be trying to trap the polluted water and oxygen and then using that to provide oxygen, shouldn't I? So that should really be our oxygen supply. I just don't want to deal with slime and get slime lung. Do you have the automatic dispenser research? Could save a lot of space considering you keep a building storage bins like crazy. We probably do, but I don't know how to use that. Automatic. Oh, maybe we don't. That's under smart storage. Stores any solid materials delivered to it by duplicants. Okay. Smart storage bin. Sends a green signal when the bin's full. Auto sweeper. Conveyor overlay. These all sound very useful. No idea how to use them. If you could have a solution to clean this polluted water, that could open up more room. I agree. But is it just too painful to deal with? From what I understand, we can take polluted oxygen and we can filter it into oxygen and what is it, clay or something? It's a polluted oxygen, yeah, clay, yeah, so you put it through a deodorizer which needs SNAD and then it comes out with clay and oxygen, and the clay you can feed to hatches. So we then give the clay to these little guys and we have a little hatch farm going. That gives us more, because at the moment we're reliant on algae for oxygen, whereas that way we can use this stuff so we can control this and then use the space. But I do worry about all the slime. I really have no idea about the slime. I guess you'd need an oxygen mask and then you'd have to just wash your hands on the way out, maybe. The hatch's multi-purpose stomach is quite useful. Instead of keeping stuff inside it, it drops it next to it so you can keep all the dirt in just one block. Ah. So you just have an infinite pile of it. Hazmat suit, I know I won't be able to make that for a while. The slime can be processed into algae. Okay. Yeah, if I can have an infinite dirt pile, that could be useful. And an infinite rock pile next to these guys. Right, that is more or less done now. Any metals we want out of here? Ooh, copper ore. Oxygen's slowly flowing up. That's a vacuum, though. Is that possibly space? Or is that just a cavern, do you think? If that says vacuum, does that imply top of the map? Rather than ice biome? I suppose space is useful in one sense, but I was hoping for an ice biome. Still, I suppose that's an infinitely cool place. I guess we just got to keep exploring it, right? You can vent heat into space. Infinite carbon dump area. Snow? What the heck? How can there be snow? If that's space, how can that snow? How did the rain get there? Oh, I've just researched the smart storage thingy. Computers, decor, exosuit, gas distribution. A large solid oxidizer tank. Stores oxalates and other oxidizers for burning rocket fuel. Carbon dioxide engine, that's all rockety stuff. Decontamination, we did HVAC. Catalytics. Soda fountain. Nice. Hazard protection is one to get because of how close you are to space. What does hazard protection do? Wait, surely there's a better way of getting rid of heat than just dumping it into space, like with the liquid. Surely you can transfer the heat away somehow. Liquid tuning. Radiant pipe. I need this. I need radiant pipes if I'm going to do any kind of heat transfer. Heat might be useful for boiling things. I think we've got plenty sources of heat if you need it. You know, just having a little volcano nearby. I'm not worried about sources of heat. I'm worried about getting rid of it. Bit of a pain to get going. You get a machine that transfers heat and then runs steam turbines. Okay. Yeah, but Robert Gracie, I don't have the materials to make an exosuit. I don't even have the materials to make a comfy bed. I need plastic for that. And for an exosuit, I'm fairly sure I'm going to need some kind of suit material that I don't have. Mid-game, you should just use a cold biome to transfer the heat. For example, piping your hot water to a cold biome and pipe it back. Okay, yeah, so this is not a cold biome, though. Where's it gone? This is not necessarily a cold biome, it's just the edge of the asteroid. So, how do I transfer my heat into that in an efficient way? I can use liquid, potentially, but how do I kind of dissipate the heat here? You saw somebody that had steam all over her base. Lol. Radiant pipes. Do radiant pipes not have to just go through liquid? Pipe water and put radiant pipe block in cold place. Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, if I put radiant pipes, if I just dig radiant pipes through here, then when the hot water comes up, they'll just transfer the heat through the rock. I mean, I don't know what the heat... Specific heat capacity, conductivity, 1 DTU... 1 DTU meter squared per degree. That's 1.0. That's thermo... So dirt's more thermally conductive than regolith. This dirt's at -47. That's cold. What if the water comes in here and just freezes in the pipe? I guess you've got to go through just enough pipes not to freeze the water. Your pipe breaks, yeah, that... I don't know how many pipes I'd need to put it through. That's where liquid would help. Right, time to mop that up, boys. Do it carefully, put 1 or 2 radiant pipe blocks first. I really would have to, but the thing is, you have to be able to deliver it enough heat. Otherwise, like if the liquid stops moving because you've not got enough heat down here, the pipe up there will freeze and burst, won't it? Right, I need to do some work on this as well, because we need to have some water transfer into this. Plumbing. Under automation. We want to basically have liquid element sensor. Presume we need that. If I put an element sensor here, does this have to be on a block or on a ceiling or something? Put an element sensor there, and then a pump down here. And then a liquid vent up here. I've no idea if I'm doing this right. Basically, you go like... Oh, God. And then you connect that with some automation. From here. Why not remove the wall? Which wall? D22. Actually, before I do any of this, I did say I wanted to move this over a bit. Trying to rebalance that automatically. Here's a question. Is there any more fresh water around, or is that the only source of fresh water we have apart from this? Chat will again tell you a million ways to do it. Lol. Minor eye irritation. Wow, why is he going so slow? Oh, they've not built that yet. You might find ice on meteor storms sometimes bring ice and snow which can collect from the surface. Thing is, I can't actually send anybody out there yet, can I? Because I don't have anything like a hazmat suit. But that is quite clearly... I'm going to stay well away from that, because that is very clearly the top. Space exposure, yeah. So that's the outer asteroid right there. And it's very cold. Is that copper? On the left, there's an ice biome. Oh, yes, there is an ice biome over here, look. And there's that shipping container. So I guess the solution really is to punch through that so we can get access to this thing. Because it said there was a duplicant inside here. If we get in there, we can get to the ice biome. Yeah, Prom, this is what I keep saying, mate, about getting solid oxygen source going. There's 2 things that are going to run out of. Actually, 3. Coal is one of them for power. And by the way, I need more of these. We don't have enough power production right now. I'm thinking of just deleting these batteries and get another coal gen. So we've got to keep coal going to get the power, because this thing is a bit intermittent. Second thing is the heat's building up. It's getting a bit warm down here. So I need to be able to get rid of heat. And then the third thing is oxygen. I don't know which is more important than the other. You can make oxygen from water when the algae runs out. I'd rather make it from polluted water. Yeah, but if I remember, the gas reservoir took a lot of materials. Gas reservoir requires 400 copper to make one. Storage capacity, 1,000 kilograms of gas. So I'd have to go into here and have it store the gas somehow, wouldn't I? You only need 2. Really? You don't need it in there, down here, okay. So we're piping it. This is such a hacky mess here. The oxygen generator needs pure water. No, it doesn't. Not if you use a, what's it called? Not a sublimator. Oh god, what was it called? Diffuser? Deodorizer. The deodorizer, you give it polluted oxygen, and it produces oxygen. And clay. And then the clay you feed to the hatches. So that way you can basically harvest this stuff. From what I understand, you take the polluted water, you put it in liquid storage, it gives off gas, you capture the gas, send it into the diffuser, crack it into oxygen, which you then use, and clay, which you then give to the hatch. And it's just a circle. So you put it in its own room. What about putting a couple of deodorizers down the lower section of the base to make a clay farm for the hatches? Anyway, I need to deal with this because this is going to... Active period, 54 cycles in every 100. Next activity in 24 days. Okay, that's not urgent. I've got 24 days to basically make storage for that. So I'm going to ignore that for a time being. That'll be on 104. So when we get to triple digits, I need to make that. Right, we need to get over this ice biome. So all the H2 will have gone up here now. That's fine. They've got that iron. Copper, sorry. There's iron ore here. And the ice biome is there. So what do we... We could punch through at any point here. I suppose this is the easiest. But there's some lovely iron there I'd like. Pepper plants, they're useful. Deodorizer is more of a passive thing. You place it around your base, no need to connect it to gas pipes. It outputs heat. It gives off 90 grams of oxygen. That gives 500, so it's not particularly high turnover. Deodorizer could just clean the air, doesn't produce new. Wait, it does, but maybe not in great quantity. Anyway, for now there's enough algae lying around that I'm not too worried about that. There is some slime here. Right, what is the best way of dealing with this stuff? Emits polluted oxygen once dug up, so I need to store it underwater, presumably. I need to wash my hands. Dig it up and submerge it. Okay, there's a tiny bit of water there, look. So I could have a box down here. Wait a minute. If it's under salt water, if I put one of those dispensers here, that I just learned how to do, an automatic dispenser, if I put a dispenser here and told them to put the algae in there so that it dumps it on the ground in that water, is that going to work? Or is having the algae on that floor going to fill that water with germs? Or we're better off just putting it in a bin? Okay, so we've put it in. I'm going to have 2 storage bins for it. Well, that with a designated storage bin. The automatic is good for stuff that have hundreds of tons, like dirt and rock, right? No power. Somebody broke a cable. Somebody broke a cable. I disconnected those batteries and because I do this every time currently. I'm not used to having a delete that's a filter. When I say to it, delete that thing that I can see, I expect it to delete the thing that I can see, but what happens is it deletes everything behind it as well. Because of the way that it's working, and my brain's not working that way yet. I get why it's happening, but it's not second nature at all. You need a coal source. I'm just going to have to keep digging for coal currently. Select the thing and use the tooltip to remove it. Yeah, I've got to retrain my muscle memory to do this kind of thing. I'm sure there are blueprints, Banner, but honestly, I kind of like trying to figure stuff out. Blueprints are things that once I've figured things out, you know what I mean? You can use them, like, because I don't want to keep having to redo it. I don't know why Tidy of Rome is building this. There are better builders than Tidy of Rome right now. Right, dispenser number 1. Oh, that needs power as well. Of course it does. If I say put coal there on a 7, that's got coal on a 9. They should put all the coal into there and it'll just dump it on the floor infinitely, and then that will feed that. Although at the moment it feels like they're taking coal from here, which they really shouldn't be doing. I don't know. Why are they doing that? Delivered coal. They just moved the coal from here to here, then back to here. On Earth. But sweep only. That's what that's for. There we go. 16 tons is not a lot of coal. I really need to find some more. Is that coal? That is coal. Oh, there's plenty of it here. And we're kind of going here now. Okay, so we go along here, into the ice biome, go up here and grab all that coal. That will keep us going for a little bit. This is chlorine gas, which doesn't sound ideal. Is there a good... It's chlorine gas sink? Is there a good way of dealing with this? If I dig down here maybe and let it all sink out the way. Chlorine's good. I'm sure it is. It sinks, okay. In that case, what we'll do is we'll dig through here.
Oh hey Paul and chat. I heard someone mention coal. We need to find a steam engine.
Yeah, good luck, Chris. Actually, we can get steam turbines, Chris. So if you wait, we might get them. Max, thank you for 55 months. Kills germs, but you can't breathe it. Very true. Very toxic. Doesn't just kill germs, it kills people. Well, there's algae here, so if we need algae, we're good. And there's coal all up here. There's a lot of nasty gas around here. Is it worth putting an oxygen mask on, do you think? Yeah, Oceanic, I'm exposing the chlorine to drop it into here, aren't I? I want to drop this chlorine out the way. I want to use this as my walkway, but I'm using this as my chlorine sink. That's the idea. You put an airlock at the beginning of that corridor to keep those gases from your base. Isn't that what this is, though? This is my airlock. It's all going to sink there. So here's my plan, right? Dig this space out. Dig up to there. Chlorine gas sinks to there. Oxygen comes along this way. I carry on digging that way. That was my plan. Might become a problem when you have way for gas to travel to your base. because gases find a way. What is this Jurassic gas now? Gas finds a way. How many squares don't make my water look? Too high the water, too high there, right, okay. Oh, don't do that. Tell you what, stop that. Do this. Chlorine gas sinks, yes. What's the quickest way of filling this with water then? Just a pitcher pump. Bottle empty, sorry. Just one of them. You have oxalate there, should stop the chlorine coming into your base. I've been told to build a water lock because gas finds a way. That's what I've been told. Have we got a way of bottling water to transport up there? I'm not sure we do. Oh, that's nearly done. This is a problem. I need to fix this. Can't touch that water. Hang on, if I create a bottle, a pitcher pump, puts it into bottles for transporting. Oh, it has to be in the water itself. That's annoying. Look at this. Underwater chit chat. It's weird that they go to there and then jump across rather than just go that way. Oh, hang on. They're putting water in here now from somewhere. No, can we turn that off? We don't need that for now. Madness, thank you for 97 months. We are going to need some kind of wash basin thing going on. If we're going to be touching this algae, probably need to have some wash basins here, just on the way through, just to make sure you've not touched anything. If I cut that, all that snad will fall out, won't it? Do you need to remove obstructions from it? No, if it lets you put it down, they'll excavate away what you need. Right, so then they can now bottle water here if they need it. We've got another print. I need to get more water into here, because if this runs out, we run out of drinking water, and we run out of water that's powering this whole sieve system here. The carbon skimmer. Oh, I just realised I messed up. That's still flickering. What does the flickering mean? It doesn't mean it's overloaded because it's not red. It means it's going inactive and then active. Which is not a bad thing, right? There's nothing red though, which means there's nothing overloaded is how I see that. You get tons of water on ice and snow soon. Just shows you the circuit. Okay, so there's nothing to be worried about. So, as far as I can tell, as long as we've got coal, we've got power. Obviously, there's a problem over here at some point, but I can't deal with everything. So, wash basins when you go to the right. If you need them. They need to be sure to have water in them. Research something else. Okay, I need to get water here now. Which they don't appear to be delivering. There we go. The auto sweeper's cool, it can feed the coal generators. Yeah, automation is something I need to start to wrap my head around soon. I've got little bits of it going, but not a lot. Why is that on? But not the other one. So green signal is being sent, but only that one's turned on. Insufficient coal. Wait, what? Why is that not being fed coal? Yeah, I can see the coal level on the green indicator and it doesn't have any, so, but why is it not being loaded? We have coal in here, but it's not being put into here. Oh, there you go, finally. And the fact that that's empty is worrying me. The problem is, there might be another storage bin that's storing coal, and I can't see. Must be an easy way of doing this. Check errands. I think people only request coal when it's active. You'd put an auto sweeper above the coal generators. Auto sweeper. Automates sweeping and supply errands by sucking up nearby debris. How will that help it? That seems to take coal off the ground, doesn't it? How does that help the coal generator? It will suck coal from the chest. Wait, what? It removes some storage as well. Sucking up all nearby debris. How is something in a storage bin debris? And I can't quite work out how it puts it inside the coal generator. Okay, I'll build one and see what it does. Assuming it needs power. Which it already has. Your conveyors? Apparently not. Local colony lacks a mechatronics engineering skill. Okay. Well, maybe we can get a mechatronics engineering skill, whatever that is. Is that something in here? Mechatronics engineering. Wow. That's deep level operations, that is. Tardy Vrom's gone into that a little bit. This is a problem I didn't know I had. The only person who has any operating skill was Vrom. He has one point in it. But then you need electrical engineering and then you need mechatronics. You never know, you might get something out of this. Advanced medical booster. You can always reset someone's skill and put it into that using skill scrubber. I can. We need a high-level operator. Electrical engineering booster. Shriveled taste buds. Increased food morale bonus. That's amazing. I think everything's tasty. Is it possible we can reset somebody here to go specialized into operations?
Numbers are getting bigger. Have a wonderful stream.
Pug, thank you for 79. Let's see. I don't think we have anybody with an affinity in operating. I literally think that's a shortage that we have. I don't have anybody that has a heart on this. Which is interesting. I might just ignore that for now, it's a bit niche. Too many dupes can be worse than not having one skill. How do you know when you've got too many dupes? That's the question. You will know. Lovely. Tiny Vrome appears to have nothing to do. I mean, people are stood around idle, but there's water that needs moving from here to here. Need to turn auto bottle on. Oh. Auto bottle is off. Okay. It's a priority 8. Why is he just stood here? I mean, sweep that if you've got nothing to do. Right, we're going to replace some of these with dispensers. Automatic dispenser. You wouldn't use them. Well, for infinite stuff like granite and sand, I'm thinking we'll have one for granite, one for sand, one for dirt, because I've just got insane amounts of stuff. And I've got like multiple boxes holding the same thing. I'll have one dispenser and then like one box of dirt here. Sorry, Chris, Snad. Right, once that's filled up, we turn that off. Then we open this up here, let that chlorine drop into this space with a water lock. And then start punching through, get rid of that slime, which they'll hopefully bottle into here. Wait. Does it turn into polluted dirt or something? Wait, how do you put the slime in here? Once we dig it up, what does it become? Because if it's polluted dirt, they'll probably try and take it to the composter, won't they? This thing. No, not that. That thing. Oh, I see. We've never handled it, so we don't know how to store it. Gotcha. There you go. It's getting filled slowly. Right. This is holding up production. Waiting for this. What's this gas here? Hydrogen. Chlorine. Iron ore. I need this coal, really. Actually, don't dig that yet, because that will literally drop this way. I need to get all of this gas here to drop into that sink and not come this way, which means we're going to need some kind of an airlock through here just to try and make sure we don't allow anything back. Manual airlock. You could dig upwards. The chlorine gas is going to fall down. If I dig this, the chlorine gas will fall this way, and then this way, and then come that way. You shouldn't bring slime through your base if you can avoid it. How do I avoid it? The nearest place I've got for the slime is here, so it's not going to come through the base, but it is going to come through here. I've decided I want a safety lock bar. Knight, what are you doing, mate? Try not to die. Okay, so we've got granite in here. And we'll have... what else have we got too much of? Sand. So now, a lot of these storage bins have granite and sand. How the heck do I find which ones have granite and sand? Without going through like this. Is there a quick way of saying to all of these, don't store sand, don't store granite? There's granite. Mafia rock. Oh, Maffic rock. There's granite. Igneous rock's gonna be the next one. Add granite to the resources on the right and then click on... It'll go through. Don't know what that means. And then I need to get rid of all these dirt ones here. You have a small flaw in your storage plan. Okay. 16.8 tons of coal. I really need this water lock to get filled ASAP. Oh, a crab can't get through there now. That's interesting. Is it worth attacking that crab, or will we just get injured? Like, if we all gang up on it, have we got any chance of killing it and getting a load of crab meat? Or will we just end up with broken arms and stuff? It's not worth it. Doesn't give much. Okay. You'd have thought this cold air would have come down here by now. Oh, but it's cold hydrogen. Look at that. Look at the temperature gradient here. 27, 28 Celsius, and then it goes very quickly down to -4 polluted oxygen, and then -31 hydrogen gas. Like, the barrier there, the temperature gradient across there is insane. We're pretty much ready here once we've got the water. As soon as that starts to stick to that, we'll be good. Let's get some more science done. Food repurposing. Oh yeah, I can see that, Oceanic. I'm just observing it. Some nice copper up here that I'd like. Pretty chilly environment to work in though. -59. Yikes. -57 Celsius slime. Surely that would just be frozen. Could make some nice warm sweaters for your diggers. Out of what exactly? Is there any way we can improve this now we've got a better redecorate? Here we go. See, John's more skilled now. I reckon he can do a better job. Let's see what he comes up with. I need to think about transportation. We've got a nice vertical run here, but it doesn't go through here at all. Let's go down and across. Check if you have seeds yet, if you need to make a reed farm. Reed. I have 3 units of reed fiber and 3 units of thimble reed seed. Is that it? Production of high quality fabric, prized for their softness and breathability. Atmosphere 22 to 37. That's quite warm. It needs polluted water. We've got plenty of that. Polluted water, reed fiber. That's actually a nice way of getting rid of polluted water, that is. Yeah, apparently you just pee on the reed and you end up with lovely, comfortable fibers. I mean, that sounds like a victory. (32 Celsius). Be a nice place for a thimble farm. I gotta go in and deal with all this at some point. I want to make this our conduit through here. I don't want to be coming through here anymore. I'd kind of like to... Probably want to block that door off, really. If we block that door off, then they have to come this way to get over there. And that means they don't walk past all this nasty cable. I think this should be an area you go to when you need to. Well, main water supply is down here. Which is not ideal. Maybe I should make a new water tank and just pump it there. Just get rid of this altogether. This would be a nice space, apart from it being 39 Celsius for some reason. What the heck is that? That's weird. Carpeted tile. Looks like they had a cave in. A lot of snad over here. Yeah, I mean, we have got a water supply up here. And maybe I'll be better off just making this the main water supply. The issue we have is that I do have a CO2... What do they call that? A skimmer. To get rid of all the CO2 down here. I do have a skimmer, which needs access to some water. So we'd still need to have some kind of water header for this thing. But it could just be a small one there. Like I could just make that little small box of water and pipe it in, pipe fresh water in from up here. Chuck it in there when it needs it. Just keep that filled with water and then transfer all of this and make this the main drinking supply. Get that into there so we can top that off. I could just widen this out, couldn't I? Put a nice floor under this. Widen it out there. And then just get that in there. No, the skimmer basically needs... carbon skimmer has a water necessity. It consumes water and it produces heat. So... it needs water to do its skimming, basically. MacReal, thank you for your super chat. Been a lurker for a long time. First time donating to a streamer. Have a lovely day, sir. You're very kind. Thank you very much. I'm very proud to be your first ever super chat delivery. Thank you. So that, if I can get rid of all that water from here and just have a little water header there, that will free up that space to allow me to continue to like here somewhere and then go across that way when they need to get to this bit. Otherwise this would largely be a CO2 sink because the CO2 will, from the base will generally fall this way and drop to here and then be skimmed around this thing. I want to keep this out of the way. Nah, this is a volcano with some liquid sulfur. I don't really have the technology to deal with this thing yet. It's quite hot, so I've just contained the heat for now. Because it was bleeding a lot of heat. You can make a water loop without a pump for the carbon skimmer. What do you mean? I mean, I could just supply water from the main water tank, but it's going to have to come all the way through this lot. It's not a closed loop though, is it? It actually consumes water. It's not a closed loop. It takes the water and uses it. Every time it skims CO2, it consumes water. As far as I understand it. It outputs the same amount. It outputs... Well, somebody said to me, it is a closed loop, but it gets warmer and warmer and warmer. So, yes, it's a closed loop, but that's heating up. So I could make it a closed tank, but I would need to deal with the heat from this somehow, because it would just gradually get warmer. So maybe like box it like that and just have a little header tank. I definitely need to pump this. Pumping all this up to here is going to be fun. Right, how are we getting on? Crikey, this is taking a long time. It's taking way too long to bottle this. Why is Decorator John doing it? Like, why are the people who can carry a ton of water at a time, why are they not doing it? Only have piles between the skimmer and the sieve, no water needed. What? The skimmer needs water? What priorities am I checking? Strong Tom, whose strength is 15, is in supplying and storing and tidying. I don't know which one that would be. Would that be supplying? I can't imagine he's doing a lot of tidying right now. Even Yodel Chris has strength 13, can do supplying. Alright, we'll let Yodel Chris do that. He'll now supply and then store. And he should be able to move a lot of stuff. Oh, is that enough? That's enough for a water lock, isn't it? Okay, right. Disable auto bottle. That'll turn it off, I assume. Okay, right. Now continue. Good. So now we want to build a ladder. Into here. I also want to punch through and get all of this as well. Because I want that coal. That's chlorine, that'll sink. I think maybe I should put an oxygen tank mask thing in here. You don't think? I think I will. I'm just going to cancel that. I'm going to bring... Trouble is we need a supply of oxygen. How did I do that? I had a checkpoint, an oxygen mask dock, and a storage bin for oxygen masks. They'll be fine. Lol. I kind of want it that side of the airlock. Meh. But then they'll go down here. Let's put the ladder on the other side of this. That would work. I'll move the ladder. We put it there. And then we put a ladder here. Because that way I can put the mask on and carry on later. And then what else did we have? The mask dock. Why doesn't it let me build that? And then I had a storage bin. Build multiple mask docks. Really? Why? I did disable the bottler. Turned off auto bottling. They shouldn't be putting anything in though. Posty Melon, thank you for...
going by quick SQRLHNNNG.
It is indeed. They always do. Thank you for tier 2, 26 months. The Stumbling Walls with find them. Well, how do I turn it off? Disable building? No gas, oxygen gas intake. Right, so where's it getting its O2 from? That's the next question. What did I do for this one? So I've got to get oxygen all the way up there now. Yeah, the rain should stop about 2 o'clock. You can just uncheck water. Useful. Gas pump. I think we'll do what I did here and have a gas pump and a gas filter. There's not a huge amount of oxygen here, but we could do it here. Put the pump over here, why not? If I bring pipe from all the way down here, you have a lot of pipe coming up. That's the root pipe all the way up here. It's a long way. Just make another filter there. What was that? There's a break in the old pipe. Hmm. Presumably caused when I deleted a tile here. It's good to have an oxygen pipe going through the base anyways. I suppose so. Right, what are we making this out of? We've got a lot of granite, we've got a lot of igneous rock. Let's build igneous rock, we don't really use that for very much. It'll be built in no time. Indeed. Right, 16 tons of coal. We're very close to be able to get a whole bunch of coal here. And then punching into this icy zone, which is just going to open up all kinds of possibilities. But I need all of this coal here. And there's also iron ore as well, so just going to block this whole area and take it. Just going to mine all of that. Later on when you get electrolysis to make O2, having the pip through the base, pipe through the base made of metal can be used as a cooling loop. Well, at the moment making out of igneous rock. I just like the idea of using all this polluted water for stuff. Like, we can feed those thingies with it. It's quite warm around here. This is kind of a nice environment to build that thimble, whatever it's called, that fabric. But I have to handle all this polluted water and slime first. It's the slime that worries me the most. Right, I think what I'm going to do here... I have a solid wall there. Chuck a ladder all the way to there. Copper, nice. Our main water header. Massive spill. We're not going to get a massive spill. Why am I going to get a massive spill? Are you saying that that's going to cause a massive spill somehow? Hang on. Let me rethink this. Because they're going to open that tile up to do it, aren't they? So I need to put a block there first, probably. If we do this, that should guarantee its safety. Decorator John's about to get trapped. The water pressure can break through single tiles, especially if it's soft stuff like sandstone. Have they built that pipe already? Flippin' heck. Why is it not flowing? Okay. It's not ready yet. The new bathtub looks good. Are you trapped there, John? I should probably give you a ladder. Yeah, you might want the bathroom or food or something. There you go. Other people can help him now. Okay, so now it should be safe to put them in, right? They're apparently pleased about something. Yeah, actually, it did leak, yeah. Cool. Right, now we can get rid of that. This is gonna have to go. You'd leave that too deep, why? Why would you leave that too deep exactly? You might want to double that floor. Bro! Why are we having to double wall everything? What's going on? Is there something that I don't know about the game mechanics? The water pressure. Wait, that's a thing in this game? Water has weight. You don't need double wall, don't listen. Hang on, one of you's wrong. Which one of you's wrong? Are we double walling or are we not double walling? It won't break tiles in normal scenarios. Okay. How do we view the pressure? You don't need it. Okay. tell you what we'll do. We'll double wall it here and here. You don't need it unless you put water under big pressure though, which you're not. Okay. I can't work out what this tile is. It's an actual tile. Right. So we've still not got oxygen online. Oh, we have. Here we go. What we don't have is a mask. Deliver a suit. Deliver a suit. Deliver a suit. Okay, I think we're ready to Operation Gas Exploration. What on earth is this? Did they not build that for some reason? A vacuum? What? Looks like they finally built it, but that seems to be a weird... Oh, there we go. Fixed it. I've got to get that water into here, which is going to be fun. You have to probably just knock 2 tiles off there so we can build something here. Oh yeah, I'm going to do the right wall before we let anything in, absolutely. Perfectly drawn. I'm assuming they'll go across. Did they go across if I do that? If they'll go across that way, it'll definitely help them not to get wet. Oh god. I hate it when that happens. Okay, look at this. We're ready to go, I think. Fully fueled. We've got the wash basins, we've got the oxygen mask, we've got the liquid lock. We've got everything we need to get this thing working. That was 27, here we go. So, they're going to come down through here, through the water lock, and then we're going to have them build up this way. I want that mineral there. I want that coal around that. So we'll get them to open up that lot. Because the only problem is, all the junk's going to fall, well, the stuff that we want is going to fall down here. So I have to go down here to collect it. Yeah, but if I make a floor for it, actually I'll make a mesh floor. Where's the, mesh tile? Allows liquid and gas to flow through. That's what I want. Kind of want it to collect here. I should do it. If they basically build that, then the gas can come down through here and sink into this bit. But all the stuff's going to fall and land here, isn't it? Apart from the ladder. Unless we make the ladder go off to one side. What if we do that? What if we do that? Just have a mesh floor there. And a ladder so you can get back through the liquid lock. Yeah, I did say Aegis it would go by about 2 o'clock. It'll be a wet start, but it'll dry very, very, very quickly. Verstappen's on pole. No, oceanic, not at all. Last year was sunny, year before that was sunny. Maybe the year before that, and then the one before that was wet. Don't think they're going to be able to build that. Don't know if that's a problem or not. Nah, it's granite. We don't need that. Igneous rock and granite, I think that'll be fine. Dang it. Hang on, before you do that. Build that. Let's have that water back. No, the pump's on a switch, Pectec. It's turned off. It's on a switch somewhere. So I have a switch that turns off manually. Basically, we used that to prime the lavatory system with water, but after that we don't need it. Codamol, thank you for 2 months. Right, walls built. This rock. We can begin pouring water. James, thank you for 49. Wildman, thank you for 4. Well, the ore from here is just going to fall there, isn't it?
Don't mind me, just VIP Vrome pressing his purple buttons for cheese.
Thank you for 110 months from a Vagro node seed. Barbecue. Oh, I'll have some barbecue food. Okay. Mirth leaf. Interesting, there's actually oxygen here. Wouldn't mind some IRL barbecue. I've not done a barbecue this year. I really should do one. Let's make sure they get this mesh floor built quickly. It makes me laugh, to be honest. They go through. They're in a 31 Celsius room. They go through water. They're back in a 31 Celsius room, and they complain they're chilly. I don't think I would be cold if I was in a 31 Celsius room. If I was soaking wet, like if you get out of a swimming pool into 31 Celsius temperatures, you're not going to be like, "Ooh, it's a bit cold." Not really. Just because you're wet doesn't make you cold. Yeah, they only use the washroom if they've got germs. Somehow they know if they've got germs. Lovely. More fresh water. 14 tons of coal left. That's coming down. We need this coal. Annoyingly, this coal here is going to fall into there. Can you increase the cleaning priority? You can. I mean, they're doing two major jobs at the moment. Yes, wrong. Yeah, I've queued a lot of jobs. Reproduction 30% crowded. Okay, so there's too many of them here. Do we just slay one of them? Age 31. Who's the oldest? Age 92. Your time is up. Age 25, 31, 36, 20, 51. Yeah, it's useful to have meat anyway. We're only doing this for coal. I need a bigger room, really. We need to do en masse critter, well, hatch stuff. We need to make proper ranches and food, but we've got bigger problems right now. That needs to be swept. They're still saying crowded, which is weird. I mean, it looks like you need a massive room. What on earth is that? Digestion. Sand, sandstone. Flippin' heck. Do they consume the igneous stone thing? Max size ranch can hold 8 if I remember correctly. Max ranch size is 96, right. My god, these things will eat absolutely anything. I just want to know if they'll eat igneous rock or not. They'll eat dirt. I could feed them dirt. They have a lot of dirt. Sedimentary rock. I can't find igneous. And you can't search this, can you? They'll eat everything. I'm just wondering if I just put a dump thing in there with igneous rock. What feeder? Each hatch needs 12 styles of space. I thought it was only 8. They don't eat igneous rock. They don't eat everything. Oh, Shanik, are you doing a handstand again? Are you watching the screen upside down? They don't eat igneous rock, apparently. They'll eat every other kind. Oh, no, they do. I'm telling a lie. Wait a minute. So, if I put a thing that dumps igneous rock on the floor here, can they just push it into there somehow? Like, why does it have to come in through a feeder? Why can't it just drop on the ground? Well, I could have put the feeder over here. And in the next ranch I build, I will build a better ranch. That is my first ranch, so it kind of sucks and it's kind of in a weird position, but I'll improve it. Okay, we've got our floor now. The chlorine grass is going down this way. Can't dig that because it'll allow the gas this way. But I want that. I'm going to put a tile there for safety. Got a lot of metal. Yeah, lots of metal. And hopefully some coal with it as well. The thing is, this chlorine gas is filling this lot. All this chlorine probably won't have enough space to drop into here, maybe? I don't know. Actually, the pressure's quite low, so it should. Is that the bleach stone that's making that gas? Should I store the bleach stone underwater or something, like down here maybe? What do we put in that one? Bleach stone. Well, I've already got a box for that. That should get moved. If they can reach it, which they can't. I'm not worried. Actually, no, it will come through though. I need to get that. That fell through, I think. Can we still sweep that? Don't bring it to your base. We're just going to put it here. That's true, we could put a box there, couldn't we? I'm thinking more vents we have here, more mass things we have here, the more can work in that area. And a lot of stuff needs to get loaded. Oh, they just brought the coal and stuck it in there, I think. If they carry it to your base, it will emit chlorine into your base while in transport. At that point, the CO2 can even make sparkling water. Yeah, you can. I think you can make sparkling water, actually. We've got 12 cycles before this thing starts. And I don't have a solution for it yet. If it wasn't for this, I'd just put the storage, the reservoirs here for the gas. Bruce, thank you for subbing with Prime, welcome. Or Bruce Tube, I should say. I suppose I could just build it here, couldn't I? If I go up there with a ladder and then basically have some gas reservoirs here, like and then have this filter the gas that we want into here. But isn't that going to be hot gas we're storing? Surely that's a problem. Surely storing hot gas is an issue. All they can do is make the room where the natural gas vent is bigger, so the natural gas will have, like, natural big room. What? We've got gas coming out of here at 150 Celsius. So if I want to store it in a liquid, in a gas tank, what's it called? It's a gas reservoir, isn't it? Gas reservoir. Overheat temperature 75. You make out of gold. I only have a bit of gold left though. I need 400. I can make 5 tanks out of iron ore, but I don't know what. I don't think that gets a bonus. You can also store it in the room. Well, we made the pump out of gold. Whether that's enough, I don't know. The gas reservoir will work and needs to be made out of gold. What do you want to do? So what we're trying to do is, in 15 cycles, this gas vent is going to erupt for the next 54 cycles. It's going to chuck out a lot of hot gas. And then it's going to go to sleep again for 50 cycles. So what we're trying to do is work out how to keep as much of that hot gas as possible before it stops for 54 cycles. Because then we can carry on using it to generate power long after that's shut down. That's what we're trying to work out how to do. And I genuinely don't know how to do that. I don't know how you trap the gas, apart from a gas pump and a reservoir, or what you do with the heat, because that 150 Celsius gas needs to stay hot. Easiest solution is to make the room bigger where the vent is. What, this thing? This slime-laden room? Actually, do we want the heat or not? Is the heat what we're after, or we're just after the gas? We're just after the gas, aren't we? We don't care if it loses its heat. So we don't need to insulate it. 20 kilogram per tile, that's not a lot. Okay, so if I block out an entire room here, if I just open that all up, make that a big space, is that going to be enough? Do we think? Probably not. What if we open that up and have some gas reservoirs as well? Or should we just have gas reservoirs? A 2-tile box around the hydrogen vent and pump. Or I just put boxes here. I just put reservoirs here. And we just take it and put it into reservoirs and then take the output to there. So we just have a series of reservoirs right here that just hold the gas. But it's hot gas, and I don't know if it's going to break. The gas reservoirs here sounds like an easy solution to me. Boxes don't store that much. Apparently they store quite a bit. Gas reservoir can store 1,000 kilograms. What does that emit? It emits 300 grams a second. It's equivalent to 50 squares, which is 5 by 10. So one reservoir can do that. 2 reservoirs can do that. I could open up that space. I have to deal with all the mess that comes off it. So we open up that space there. And have reservoirs. And then, you know. It's quite a lot. Gas will kill the slime lung germs. I would need more oxygen mass than this one down here, though. It's like that much. The room space is free. Six tons of iron already. Yeah, and the coal's gone up to 20, which is nice. I would vacuum the room after you finish digging. No need for filters. Right, that project is done. This project is in operation. I think we get this bit done here, and that's enough for that. Because the next big construction project is this one. It's so cramped down here. I'm thinking I'll punch into that and build some reservoirs. How builds a gas reservoir? Oh, that is huge. Can you do that, or does it need to be on a floor? Wait, what if I just build them out of? Why can't I cancel this? You got different coloured ones. That's kind of cool. Oh, there's slime here. And the wash basin's in the wrong place. I don't think... Do we need insulated tiles on the bottom? I think the heat's going to come through anyway. Overheat temperature 75. The gas you're collecting is 100... No, it's 150. It says overheat 75, but then we're making it out of copper. Or iron. So it's just going to overheat, isn't it? Not for the tanks. The vents should be inside insulated tiles. Cancel them for a second. Right, so let's do that. I'm going to move that over to there. I want to make sure if they touch this slime, they'll wash their hands here. The problem is this slime, they're not going to have an oxygen mask on. Unless they come at it this way. But to do that, I'd have to open those two squares up, which would mean that's going to sink in, I think. That is, if that was literally one square up, I could walk through here with a mask on. I guarantee Squirrel won't stream again until next Saturday. Subs are getting duped. Wait, what? Persian web dev. First of all, I'm on holiday next weekend in Scotland with my family, so I guarantee I won't be streaming next Saturday. And secondly, what are you talking about, buddy? How can I fill that without it dropping away? Is there a way to, like, if I dig this tile here, can I diagonally fill that in and push it up? This guy says something negative every time he turns up. Who is he? Account created 2021, last active July 25. 6th of July, that was today. You can diagonally fill. So if I deconstruct that. Persian web dev, right? If you don't enjoy my stream or you don't like me, I'm perfectly okay with that. Go and watch somebody else on Twitch that you do like. What I'm not going to have is you coming into my stream and just being negative about me or anybody in chat. If you're going to do that, go somewhere else or you'll just get banned. As simple as that. If you don't like something, don't watch it. It's not hard. If I was to fill... If I was to take that square there, like that, can I then diagonally fill that tile in? Like this? Can I do that? If I can do that, I can push that one away, and then I don't have to come in this way anymore. Okay, well, let's try it. Let's try it. That I'm going to get rid of. That's going to be a direction left. These are high priority, needs water. You cannot diagonally fill tiles anymore, it got patched out. Oh, are you serious? Wait, what is Rancher Pubs doing there? Why are they holding the breath? Did I turn that off? Okay, they're currently holding the breath. I need to make more suits, I think. Where's the crafting station? Oxygen mask. Make us another 3. It's just running up to here to get a pocket of that. Corner building is a staple of this game. Are you saying it's been patched out? Yeah, it's not good down here at all. Well, we're about to find out if you can do it or not. Gee, I thought that was somebody dead on the floor then. Reed fiber. Nice. Love that. What have we got planned north of the border? Just staying in an Airbnb place in Scotland with the family, and then just exploring, walk the dog, enjoy Scotland, really. Have a break. That's it. No real agenda. I don't think he can go in there now until I've had his suit delivered. Might want an air pump in the lower area to get rid of the natural gas. Or in here. It's all CO2 mostly, because this is a CO2 sink. I should really just dig further down and then they can actually breathe a bit better. It is a mix. I think if I just dig down, it'll sink away. It's probably the easiest way of dealing with it. See if we can get that built. No F1 and no squirrel. I'm sorry, man. Hey, they're building it. Looks like it didn't get patched out. They built it. That pushed it one block away. Which is really good news, because it means I can come in this way now. That's actually really, really handy to be able to do that. Oh no, if they build this first, they're going to get trapped in there. Oh, rip. I swear, man, they do the dumbest things. Like, build that tile and don't do anything else, just build that tile. And then I don't have this problem anymore. Yeah, Hannah's still quietly trying to kill herself, I think. That's what I see. Keeps trapping herself in corners going, oh no, I can't get out, I might die. Oh, Zinam, I'm definitely going to go to some of the distilleries. Although, nobody else in the family's into whiskey, so it's a little bit selfish, but if I just get like an hour in a distillery or something. Unfortunately, the Freud distillery is nowhere near, so that would be my favourite. Red fibre, storage unavailable. That's interesting. Industrial ingredient. Right, how are we getting up here? Oh, that's nice. Very good. And we block that off as well, so we can get the rest of this with some impunity now. Because we want all of that. Can't get that, annoyingly. There's still a lot of chlorine around. Do you think it's worth putting a gas pump and a reservoir and bottling that chlorine? Isn't it the case that if you put your fridge... I know that my fridge is in CO2, but if you put your fridges in chlorine, like, it doesn't go off? You love a good distillery tour. Well, I took the family on the Guinness tour. They loved the tour, but when they got to the end and you get a free pint with your tour, they were fully anticipating liking it and then were like, oh, that's not for me. If you put it in chlorine, it'll sterilize it. And I was like, give me your pint, I'll drink it. It was like the best Guinness I've ever tasted. So good. A kitchen menace. I don't feel like we need another duplicant just yet. Guinness tour was great. 2 of the girls that were on it didn't like it, so I had extra pints. Exactly. A vole pup? Shove voles are burrowing critters that eat the regolith collected on terrestrial surfaces. They cannot burrow through refined metals. A vole pup? What does that do? Extreme digging booster. We need somebody with the operation stuff, don't we? Yeah, Rolf, and I'm not planning on getting more dupes, really. An omelette. Yeah, let's get some omelettes. Free food. I've got 10 cycles to get this all sorted out. I could temporarily punch an oxygen thing in here so they've actually got a chance of breathing. I don't really have the space for a pump. Place some of the floor tiles with airflow. To flow air from where, though? Where's the air coming from? These have already got mesh tiles to let the CO2 come out of here. Bowls are an excellent end-game food source, but really difficult to set up. gas reservoir. Made from copper in a nice blue colour. Now, I watched a thing where it said gas filters take a lot of power, but you can put a little sensor on them to make them way more efficient. I think it was something like... It's a gas element sensor, I think. You put one of them before it. If you vacuum the area, no need to filter, save power. Well, what you can do is a pipe. Is it a pipe sensor? No, it's one of them, isn't it? So when it comes in, it says if that's natural gas, turn that on, and it'll send it that way. Otherwise, it will just vent it. And it means that doesn't stay running. It just turns on specifically when a packet of natural gas comes through. Which means it's then turned off most of the time and only runs when it's needed. Because otherwise it acts as a pass-through, I think. There's one for the gas inside the pipe. That's for the outside of the pipe. Okay. So what's it called? Gas pipe element sensor, that one. Output 1, 2, 3, put it there. Is that in line with that then? Wait, are these okay being made out of copper? This is going to shut off, surely, but that one didn't shut off. Weirdly. Back in the area where the geese are present now, before the geese starts, then you're sure to only get natural gas. I mean, I've not even opened this area up yet. We've got a big job to do here. And 2. Is it 2 across they can reach? Yeah, I blocked off the ladder deliberately to stop them going in there right now. Right, we've now got 3 suits. Which means 3 people can work with oxygen. Got some deodorizers in what? In here? Or in here? Hang on, don't I want to build this first before I build that? Otherwise we're going to have to deal with hot gas. Meteor showers. Meteor bombardment underway. Is that because I can see it now? Back quote +1. What does that mean? Dude! How can this guy live? It's a vacuum here. We've got some kind of atmosphere going on here. Some nice pepper seeds going on here. Shovel voles can live in a vacuum. Is that the name of our asteroid then? Solano. There's a lot of germs kicking around here, look at this. There's only one person building this. There's no masks. No checkpoint. Wait, what? What do you think this is? Are you telling me that this has to be next to that or something? Or it doesn't work? Can I not link then? It has to be in line. Oh my god. This is a disaster. I can only get... I've got 9 cycles before this starts erupting. Oh, that is so dumb. That is so dumb. I saw it last week, no roots. That's a bit annoying, gotta say. I need to get 3 mass setups here so that we can have 3 people working in there. So we can get this done. I don't think that's going to need the switch for that. That can feed off the main power, I think. Wait a minute. What's that vent for? Oh, that was to let us vent oxygen into here. I remember this. I forgot we actually... Oh my god. Can we put a switch on that? We can, can't we? Do you like it? I enjoyed it. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, yeah, you can pick things apart in it, but it kind of made you care about the characters, which is hard to do in any film. Okay, they're getting loaded. Yeah, well, the thing about having a switch is you can flick it yourself. You don't need a dupe to flick it. That's why I'm putting a switch on it. Because basically, you can do this yourself without needing a dupe, see? But it's not an actionable item anymore. Switches are way better for that. That's something I did learn out of a video. Oh, I don't like this. What was that? There's something with germs on it. How do we get rid of that? I think I said I've got a... Didn't I put a box up here? For, bleach stone. And we had one for something else, didn't we? Slime, but we hadn't picked it up at that point. There we go. I'm going to put that as a very high priority, stick it over here type thing. Yeah, well, we have technically got a chlorine thing over there. To be honest, we've got a chlorine pocket now, haven't we? Where is it? Here. This is all chlorine gas. You could put a storage box in here and just put your slime in there and it would just kill it, wouldn't it? What is that emitting? Slime. Sweep. Get rid of it. Look, Wiki Tom's just running along with this radioactive backpack. Look at him. Slime there as well. Do we bother moving all this slime or what? Or just wait till the end? Right, so coming out of this, we want insulated gas pipe. which will then come this way. Go to the input of that one. That will connect to the input of that one. And then finally the output will come into here. That's how I see this going. So you turn that on, and it on the O2 kind of pushes all the nastiness out of here. That skimmer's no use now. So all the O2 is just trapped in here, and the skimmer can't do anything. But it's fine. I should really put some automation on this, shouldn't I? I should say, like, turn it on if it detects CO2 here. What do you call it? Like a gas sensor or something? A gas element sensor. It only runs when it can do anything, so it's automated. But is it still taking power? Surely that's still... they're both drawing power, aren't they? So I can basically turn them off if they're not needed, and thus there's no power draw. Or is that turned off? Is that actually taking power? Check the wire. Zero current load. So it's not taking power. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't need automation then. If it only runs when it needs to, that's fine. More slop down there, aren't we? That's what we'll do. I'm going to put a mesh tile right there. Yeah, for example in here, oh, there you go. So, is there a critter sensor or something? Critter sensor. Wait, fish feeder? You can have fish, that's amazing. Where does the critter sensor go? Yeah, I just wanted something to alert me for now, but I do want to have a new ranch set up with some sensors and automation. It'll take a long time to build that. It's a sensor I don't think has a radius. I'm not mistaken. The blurb says a room. Ah, you might be right. Because it wasn't asking for anything, was it? It seems to have a lot of food. all that stuff waiting to be moved. You have 25 tons of coal, so we're good for coal. Algae's okay. I don't know why it's showing clay. I don't really care about that. Eruptions around cycle 104. I mean, I've got this at priority 8. I'm trying to get them to finish this room as much as they can, because once that starts erupting, they need to get out of here. It's going to be way too hot, isn't it? There you go. So that piece of mesh tile means if you knock any slime, it'll just drop onto there rather than here now. There's a lot of germs in this area. Can I turn what up to 11? What's that? Fungal spore. The seed of a dusk cap. Are they useful? They're a nice source of food. They thrive in dark areas. They can be harvested for food. Temperature range 5 to 35. They live in carbon dioxide. That's interesting. Wait a minute. So what if you put them in this room with your fridge? Just have some, because they like darkness and CO2, and that's exactly like what the fridge likes. They could just sit there. Yeah, exactly. Just have like a CO2 pit for your fridges and your mushrooms. And then when they're ready to harvest, they just get put in the fridge or grilled or whatever. They also need slime. Ah, I missed that bit. Oh yeah, they need slime. Yeah, maybe not. Don't know how to handle that yet. That water's just going to sit there, isn't it? Looks like we should have enough time to clear this room out. Oh, there's gold here. What the heck? Yeah, I'm getting that gold, don't you worry. I didn't realize we had spots of gold in this. Apparently we do. I don't know if it's worth putting a deodorizer in here or not. Mushrooms are worth it, the good food source. Yeah, but you need to learn how to handle slime safely, right? Pipe blocked. Looks like a mistake happened there, right? Also, I saw somebody on YouTube put like a sensor down here that then activated that when there was enough for it to pump away. Look up ore scrubber on the wiki. Kills a significant amount of germs present in raw ore. Chlorine gas requirement. Okay, what's that got to do with anything? Yeah, I mean, we've got chlorine gas, but I wouldn't say we're making it at all. It's just present over here. So, this is a fairly toxic environment here. You got hydrogen sat there, oxygen here, polluted oxygen here, and then chlorine here. This is a real spectrum of gas going on. Weasel wart. Sleet wheat. That's what we need. Apparently you can use that to make a bread or something. Mix that with dirt. Water and dirt plus that gives you sleet wheat grain, which you can then use. I think you use it to make... Is it food or something? And then we've got ice in great patches. Polluted ice. Snow. I need something I can take pipes through here and lose heat if I need to. Ice is melting. Don't know why. Should be insulated by the abyssalite. It's probably coming through here a little bit. 500 kilograms of fluid will be pulled by draw of a pump. Yeah, I think they had a sensor on it that just pumped when it needed to. So that basically it had enough liquid before it activated. Are you planning to handle the heat? I'm not. I'm not planning to handle heat. We're storing it in here with an insulated wall and abyssalite. That's more or less it, and just containing it. This is going to start chucking out heat. It's already getting warm down here, like 33. And there's too much heat here. The food production is okay for now, but we either start to cool this down or just make sure that everything from about here upwards is cool and not worry about this so much. Oh, she's nearly built, look.
Hi everyone, Slee, I hope that you are all doing well. It has been very busy for me, so haven't been able to watch you recently. But I hope to watch you more during the summer. I hope that you have a great holiday in Scotland. Keep up the good work, Scrove.
Thank you, Simman. Thank you for 99 months of support as well. Don't forget the Steam sales are on, so get your stuff now for summer. Because by the time summer comes round, things won't be on sale. That's how it works. Wait, is that gold? That is gold. Oh my word. Hang on. Need to get more of this. That's insulated, so it's okay. We just do it to that. In the gold rush here. We may as well grab this gold because we're not coming back in this room for quite a long time. Erupts in 9 cycles. Okay, it erupts at 104. So we've got to be out of here by 104. I mean, it's already quite a big space. Okay, that's going to filter on natural gas. And then it's going to send a signal to that. Hang on a minute. That's got automation, isn't it? You can put that on an automation switch rather than a power switch. Your gas tank needs to work as well. I know, we're trying. Make sure you don't waste energy. Look at the filter gate and automation. I don't have it yet. I know what it does though. That's the one where when the signal stops, it stays on for a period of time, isn't it? Can't seem to see it. That one. The signal must last a certain amount of time to go through. Well, I saw somebody demonstrating this in sandbox mode, and basically the gas came through, and when it hit that, it turned that on, and it went into here, and it went the right way. It just worked. He didn't put it through a filter gate. Whether I need it or not, I don't know, but he didn't have it going through a filter gate. Because if it stays on too long, the next packet of gas will come through. Yeah, Rome, I'll need to start winding it up in about 15. Oh, we've got this place properly cleaned out here. This is good. Need to get all this off the floor though quickly. To get this out of here, put the lid on it, and then finish the rest of this off before that kicks off. This instance filter gates not needed. They're used to get full packets. I think we'll get full packets. Yeah, that place is more or less done. Food stable. We've got a decent amount of coal for a bit. Actually, we'll just get that. This place is nearly ready. What are you on about, Roy? Research complete. Oh, I didn't have a look at what John managed to resculpt. Wait, what? He's just on a heart again? I thought he was more skilled now. Decorator John is a masterwork in art. What's going on? How can he be, like, make rubbish sculptures when he's like a master worker? I don't get it. What's all that about? I don't know if somebody else did it or not. Chef Matty. Dig it down. Can he take that? He can take that. I need to check who's making it. Let me check the priorities in a second. Dr. Wiki Tom. Can't really train. Oh, he's already got too much negative going on here. He doesn't like his ugly decor. I'm gonna have to improve the decor around here. Research Justin, advanced research, field research. He's got lots of negatives going on as well. So Yodel Chris is a bit of tidier. There's no reason we can't get him into operations. Which is the artistic one? Can we tell who made that? decorating? Decorating is Chef Matty. Hang on a minute. You shouldn't be doing that. I think maybe we should just ban everybody from doing decorating by default. Just make it Decorator John's exclusive domain. Only he can decorate, nobody else. And then we'll try and redecorate that and see what happens. Exactly, you got better style. What is the decor overlay? It's because they travel through a lot of not very pleasant areas. That's the real problem. Particularly this. This is what I want to avoid. I think we do have to go along with Project Reservoir. Get this water moved. This pitcher pump here. This needs to be the main source of water up here. Why is that only showing half a diagram? It's a bit weird. Get that water moved up here. Make that into a small header tank, pump the rest of it away. And then we can start sending people this way. And that's like emergency only access. Get that online. That's the next job after this one, I think. Okay, this is looking pretty good apart from the lack of sweeping. Sedimentary rock I don't care about. Algae would be nice to get swept up. There's gold amalgam here that's not getting moved. Okay, that switch now controls that, I think. Once that's done. Unreachable. Is that because of this? We have lots of rock to use in the hatches, like lots and lots of rock. Right, I need that to be done quickly, please. We've managed to do this in time, which is good. Lovely. So I can now connect that wire through there. That's connected to the power grid, but it's switched off. There you go. That's ready to go on the automation. Get this cleaned up, put a cap on it, job done. A buddy bud seed. I don't even know what that is. It's a decorative plant. Oh, right, so we can plant that up here. And these things have been waiting for a long time. Buddy bird. Woo. Somebody's going to get a nice bedroom. Mirth leaf improves decor. There you go. Wait, look, John, we need to have a conversation here, mate. Can you make something else other than a heart? I'm fairly sure that you made that. Bodyboot produces scent which keeps the germs away. There must be something better. Got another thingy coming out of here. Let's have a quick look at it. Doctor, grilling booster. Algae, yeah. Half a ton of algae, fantastic. Does a what? Does the reload emoji change it? What do you mean? A suit now would be good now. The boost morale for lower dupes. I don't know. I don't know what it does. A Vagro node seed or a plume squash seed. I don't even know what they are. Be kind of good if it give you the manual link there so you can actually see what on earth that was. A Blist Burst Seed. Crop Tending Booster. This bionic systems rarely get past the processing stage. Construction -3, creativity -3. No attribute learning. What does these things do? Are they just bots that help to do stuff? And don't require food? Like, what is the deal with these bionic dupes? You can order a dupe to wear a suit, then it will give the suit benefits to that dupe. So the care package had one... Oh, they eat batteries. The care package had one suit in it. Yeah, I don't think we're ready for robots yet. Spigot pup. Decor radius +10. Wow. In time, it will mature into an adult spigot seal. Great. Machinery +5. Small bladder. Cannot do research. Kitchen menace. So they need the bathroom a bit more, but they have increased excavation and do operational stuff. Bionic is a little different to regular dupe. It requires battery and a different toilet. Wait, you need a toilet for a bionic? Why? Exactly. What waste product are they making? Is it worth getting a dupe to do machinery yet or not? Or do you think we have enough dupes to deal with? I feel like food is okay. The bionic needs a special toilet for waste gunk. They all need oil changes. Yeah, I suppose so. Either we get something pointless like a pup, or we get another dupe that can do machinery. One of your dupes already has the mechatronics interest. Don't think they do, Ralphan. It's this one we're interested in. The only one that has any vague interest in it is... who was it? I thought it was Vrome. None of them have an interest in it. I can tell. Which one is it? Something pointless like a pup. As far as I could tell, we don't have any that have an interest in mechatronics engineering. Maybe it was all Dan. Maybe it was, but we don't have one. Operating machinery. I'm gonna get him, I think. He has a small bladder, but I know we've got to get oxygen online. You'd reroll. Why? Just because it has the bladder thing. Metal refinery. Oh, Shanik, I'm trying to deal with power and heat. They're like bigger issues that will kill the colony. Don't really need the ice right now. Bladder thing is kind of good. It produces more water. Yeah, and if they're not near a toilet, you're going to end up with a mess. You're going to have to start putting more toilets around the place. A barbecue. I'll take that. I'll take the cheeky barbecue for now. Right, this is all looking pretty good. I think we can cancel the order on that. Don't care about that stuff. Let's get a tile cap on this. Unreachable. Okay. Presume because they want to do that. And then we're going to have to stop in a sec. Just got to get this plumbed into here, and this thing should be operational soon. We're otherwise ready for that thing to erupt. So it's got a big space to erupt into, and then 4 tanks of storage. Will that be enough? Who knows? Right, let's save this. Okay, I'm going to take a break here, guys. We're going to stop because it's the F1 in 10 minutes, so I will be back after the F1. Silverstone Grand Prix, so it's time to take a break so we don't miss anything. So, in theory, it should be about 2 hours, but who knows? I'll be back when it's done. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for your support. If you're not coming back, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and don't forget I'm not here next weekend. I'll be in Scotland. So, hopefully see you later. That's it from me. Bye for now.